Guys, this makeup look has saved my life so many times. I am notorious for getting ready and taking forever. I'm not gonna lie. Some days I do take an hour and a half and I don't even know where that time goes. But all of a sudden I'm looking at the clock and I'm like, what the heck? How did it take so long? But this makeup look right here honestly takes me about 5 to 7 minutes, and every single time I come down and I do it, everybody is so surprised to see me actually ready on time. And sometimes I'm not the last one to be ready. If there is a cute boy in your WebEx meeting later, this makeup look is for you. So without further ado, let's jump in. I'm gonna go in with this Dermalogica Skin Smoothing Cream. I have not purchased the full size. I got this in like a little kit because I wanted to try the line and I really like it. It wears really nicely under makeup. I feel like it's tricky for me to find a good day cream because I feel like my skin doesn't hold the moisture that well, but with this it feels so good. Excellent. Woo! And then bring that down to the neck. So now that my skin is nice and plump, we are gonna go in with primer. I'm using this Fun by Fenty Beauty. I think this is one of the only things I've tried from Fenty Beauty. I could be totally wrong in making that up, but this is the Pro Filt'r Instant Retouch Primer. And then she also has one to keep your skin nice and glowy. But my skin does not have an issue with keeping itself looking moisturized because my skin gets oily quite quickly. I have like combination skin because my skin is so dehydrated, so that's that. A lot of people, believe it or not, don't like to use primer, guys, but I feel like primer does wonders. So with my tried and true next, we're gonna go in with the Anastasia DIPBROW Pomade. I use the color Dark Brown. There you guys can see it. I use it together with the brush that she has. I love this brush so much. I've been using it for years, and I'm sure there are so many other companies that make something similar, but for some reason, this one honestly works like a charm. I love how it's angled, and I also like how you can make this angled as well, so you can just comb through the brows. I like to just brush them upward first, just so I can see exactly where each, you see that? Just so I can see exactly where each strand grows from, and I can follow my natural brow line.
My lips feel so dry and I'm trying to open my chapstick, but my hands are too moisturized. I can't open it.
It has it more of like a clay consistency. I think I left it open last night, which is a big no-no. So the only con I would say to using this is that it dries out so quickly. So if you accidentally leave this open, please don't ever do that. You'll waste all of this, and you can use this literally for like 1.5 to 2 years. At least I can use it for that long. So my friend Gabs, she said, when you're using this, just turn it upside down. So we're gonna start with this brow. I'm just gonna start by drawing a line underneath, like so. See that? And then pushing the product upward and in the direction of where my brow hairs grow. So just upward. You can see it's in a bit of a diagonal, just like that. Just so there aren't any harsh lines. And you blend the product right in, like that, see? So for the tail of my brow, I'm just gonna connect this end to the outer part, literally by drawing that in. And then with my brush, I'm gonna work it upwards and again in the direction of how the hair grows. And then blend it right in. This brush acts as a comb, but also a blending brush. So in a minute or less, you guys can see, sorry, I'm looking in the viewfinder so much, so because I want to make sure you guys can see. But in a minute or less, I have one brow. So I'm just gonna quickly do the other side, and I'll get back to you later. Next, we're gonna use this legendary brow gel. Love this stuff so much. Also love that it comes with an angled brush like that, as you can see. Just to make them a little bit fluffy and keep everything in place, because my brow hairs are so long and they move around a lot, I feel like, throughout the day. So this just keeps everything in place. Like so. Honestly, the longest thing for me are brows. I take forever with brows. So with just a flat concealer brush, I'm gonna go in underneath. And I feel like when you do this, it makes it look like you just got your brows done. And then blending it in with my finger like that. So next I'm gonna go in with the It Cosmetics CC Cream. Honestly, this color, I think it's just one shade too light. Because when I bought it, it was in the winter time. And now, like after the summer, I didn't really wear a lot of makeup, but I did get darker. So it happened. So I just like to still make do with it whenever I put makeup on. So I'll show you guys how I blend it in. As you can see, literally just concentrating it around the center of the face. Using this much on the brush. I'm not putting more than that, not even half a pump. Just want to make sure it's evenly applied. And then I'm gonna go in with my favorite brush of all time. It's the Hourglass. Just put a dust on it, ew. Just gonna go in with this Hourglass Vanish brush, and I'm gonna start by dabbing it. So as you can see, I am just dabbing in the center of my face. And once I have any excess, I bring it down the cheek. But for the most part, I keep it in the center. Oh, so it's such a good brush. It just makes blending so easy. It's such an easy brush to clean too. I've never had any issues with it. It's my favorite brush. As you can see, this is my old one. This is the new one that I bought. I love this brush so much. I don't know of a better brush than this. If you do, please let me know. I'm open to trying it, but this will always be my baby. 5 head, 6 head, 7 head. Do you guys think I have a big forehead? Not that it matters. I don't care if you think I have a big forehead. So my next step is setting with this Laura Mercier powder. If you have skin like mine and you find that your foundation always settles into fine lines, whether it's your smile lines or underneath your eyes, I've always had that problem ever since even high school. I like to make sure I set right away. So I don't want to set it once it's settled in there. I want to make sure I set it before that and when it's perfect. You're going to see me dab and then set, and then dab and then set really quickly. And this really, really helps with making sure that nothing settles underneath your eyes or in your smile lines. So dab, dab, dab. Little powder brush that fits there perfectly. So then I'm gonna get more setting powder. So I'm ready. Dust it off. And then, so I'm dabbing quickly, making sure I look up so I'm not creasing the skin, and then setting while I'm looking up. See how smooth it looks. And then working, I'm just gonna work the powder in the center of my face. Just gonna keep, my skin right now is so dry on my forehead, but I'm just going to dab this in, not too much, a little. Just dust it here and there. So now that my face is set with the Laura Mercier powder, I'm gonna go in with this Morphe by Jeffree Star Set and Refresh Mist. I'm gonna use a tiny bit. Whew. Just to make sure it just works its magic. With this Charlotte Tilbury palette, I'm gonna go in with the, I think it's the Pretty Blush in Glow shade. So just the top 2 shades right here. Sorry, it's super messy. And I'm just gonna pop it onto the cheeks. Give myself some color. I love blush. It's my favorite. I feel like it just breathes life into the skin, doesn't it? Look at that. That and bronzer. When I used to work at Sephora, I feel like a lot of people didn't actually wear blush. Some of the best artists didn't wear blush. And obviously there's no right or wrong way to putting on your makeup. If you want to wear blush, wear it. I always thought that was really interesting, and their complexion always looked so good. But I personally really like a nice blushy glow. So now we're just going to bronze the face. Make sure everything melts together. So I'm just gonna then do the forehead. I like to put a good amount on the forehead because to make sure it looks like my forehead is small, you know? Oh, damn girl. So I'm just gonna use that spray one more time and spray it. And spray it all over the face. This is where the magic happens. I'm gonna go in with this eyelash curler from Tarte, and I will get back to you. I really like to make sure I get as close to the lash line as possible and look up at my brows. And then with the Lights Camera Lashes Mascara by Tarte, we're just gonna apply that on. I like to get my brush really wet, so I kind of like work it in and like rub it against the sides. I only really like to do 2 coats, so I'm just gonna start with the other side now. Like that, see? So just getting all of my lashes wet with the mascara. And then really working the product in. If I ever wanna add product to a certain spot, I start to turn my wand this way because I feel like there is the most product at the tip. You can kind of see the buildup right there. Yeah, so most product is at the very tip. So once you start turning the tip towards your lashes, you're adding more product. Just a tiny, tiny bit at the bottom to even it out and bring more balance to the eye. I do not put anything on my lips. I usually use a chapstick. This is the pomegranate one by Burt's Bees, so it is tinted. I think it looks more red on camera than it actually is. It's because throughout the day, I cannot be bothered with wondering if it looks okay or wondering if there's a lipstick on my teeth or having to reapply between snacks because I'm always snacking. So yeah, I don't really bother with anything on my lips anymore. So this is what it looks like right by the window. I love it. So here is a close-up. If I need to get ready and I only have about 10 minutes, I always do this makeup routine. This makeup honestly takes me just about 5 minutes. If I wasn't talking and explaining everything, it would take me maybe 5 to 7 minutes to do everything. This makeup look is perfect because it's great if you're going on an interview, if you're going into the office, even if you're working from home. It's just not fussy. It makes you feel a little bit more polished and put together, and yeah, so there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments what you would like to see next, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.